You want to sit here or doesn't matter?
Alright, just the side benches only, folks. Yeah, let's have everybody slide all the way down for us, all the way down. And we'll put the little one over there. Yeah, perfect, look at that. Alright, look like your hands are down here long enough. Let's sit well back in those seats. If you want to demonstrate a well-balanced meal, slide all the way back here, guys. Not everybody on the right gets wet.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Storybook Land. My name is Chris. I'm going to be your captain and storyteller this morning on board Wendy. I want to thank you for joining us. Remind you for your safety, please remain seated, keeping your hands, arms, legs, and feet tight at all times, and please supervise all the little ones. Well, now, some people seek enchantment through pages of books, others will find it when they fall down a rabbit hole. We're going to try passing through the mighty, menacing jaws of Monster the Well in Pinocchio, but there's nothing to be concerned with, folks, because here at Disneyland, Monster isn't menacing at all. In fact, he's nothing more than a gateway to an enchanted place called Storybook Land, where all of our stories start with Once Upon a Time. Actually, not all of our stories. We have one story that starts out with the Big Bad Wolf, and his cave's right over here on the left-hand side of the boat. He spends all day long trying to get on the right-hand side of the boat. We have the homes up, the fight for the fiddler and practical, better known as the Three Little Pigs. There's a house made of straw, a house made of sticks, and a house made of 100% wolf-proof bricks. And just around the bend on the left-hand side of the boat is the quaint English village where Alice lives. And one sunny afternoon when she was dreaming underneath one of the trees, she decided to follow the cobblestone path down to the home of the White Rabbit, and she followed the White Rabbit down his whole story with many curious adventures in Wonderland. Now, Storybook Land has many enchanting and magical places like famed London Park in the center of the canal. This room to help Peter Pan, Tinkerbell, and a little bit of pixie dust Wendy, John, and Michael flew for the very first time over this very spot on their way to Neverland, where they would never, ever have to grow up. Just ahead of us is Agrabah, the city of enchantment and mystery made famous for the story of Aladdin. Sitting high on the hill, the mighty Sultan's palace. Down in the front, well, that's the marketplace where Aladdin and Jasmine met for the very first time, where some say Aladdin stole not only a loaf of bread and a carpet, he also stole Jasmine's heart. Now, love looks eternal here at Storybook Land, just like the roses on the archways above us. These are the same archways that Aladdin and Jasmine took their very first magic carpet ride over, onward and sideways to a whole new world. Once upon a time, they all ended a happily ever after, and there's a few that have some dark places. Places like the Cave of Wonders, where all of the treasures are enchanted. But if Aladdin and Abu found out there was one treasure more special than the rest, and that was the magic lamp. Because inside the lamp, there lived a genie. They say if you make a wish while inside the Cave of Wonders, it just might come true. So one quick make a wish, but you have to keep it a secret. Oh, folks, I hope that all of your wishes come true, because I know mine did. I wanted to see the homes of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. That's over here on the right-hand side of the boat. Nestled back in the tree there, that's the diamond mine of the dwarfs that still be heard whispering while they work. Over on the left-hand side of the boat, you might recognize this French chateau. That's where Cinderella grew up and lived with her wicked stepmother and her evil stepsisters. Now, her wish was to go to the ball, and it was granted by her fairy godmother. But as we all know, she did not make it back by the stroke of midnight, and unfortunately her carriage turned back into a pumpkin, and it's still there halfway up the hill on that bridge. But nothing to be concerned with, folks. In the end, her and Prince Charming moved into that modest little castle on top of the hill where they currently live happily ever after. Here at Storybook Land, inspiration fuels our hopes and dreams, and whether we're dreaming of a happily ever after or just hoping to fall asleep under a quilted bed of flowers, just like the one on the left-hand side of the boat. Now, this patchwork quilt was inspired by the 1933 Silly Symphony, Lullaby Land. Storybook Land has been a true source of inspiration for generations, and it's been Inspiring our storytellers, both young and old, to tell the tales of the past and to help create tales for our future. Tales like Mr. Toad, The Wind and the Willow. And just ahead and on the left is Toad's All Home for Mr. Toad. Down at the water's edge is Mole and that's Ratty's house. Now Ratty's the caretaker for Mr. Toad, and he is kept busy keeping all 9 of those chimneys clean. One of our newest tales is the tales of Elsa and Anna, the fabled city of Arendelle on the left-hand side of the boat. High atop those snow-covered mountains lies the ice palace of Queen Elsa herself. This is where Elsa and Anna learned that yes, magic was strong, but love was more powerful. Just ahead of us is Pinocchio's village with Geppetto's wood carving shop there at the water's edge. This is where Geppetto wished upon a star for a real-life boy to create a Pinocchio. With the help of Jiminy Cricket and the Blue Fairy, that wish came true and Pinocchio became a real, live boy. Now, all of our characters here in Storybook Land have 3 things in common: hopes, dreams, and wishes. And whether they're wishing upon a star for a little wooden puppy to become a real live boy, or they're just hoping to take their first steps on land and to find true love. Just like a little mermaid named Ariel did on the right-hand side of the boat when she saved Prince Erica's life. She took her first steps on that sandy beach, they fell in love, got married, and lived happily ever after in that castle. But it was so she had to leave the undersea world of Atlantica on the left-hand side of the boat, and her father, King Triton, and best friend Flounder and Sebastian. Well, folks, like all stories, ours must also come to an end, and I want to thank you again for joining us. I want to remind you, for your safety, to please remain seated, keeping your hands bringing the doubles inside the boat and away from the dock. Then on the magic count of 3, you're all going to stand up together to the center of the boat for 1.